What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. I hope each of you are well and blessed. How I feel has no impact on what I do. How I feel has no impact on what I do. Say it with me. How I feel has no impact on what I do. People never become who and or what they want to become because they don't live what I've just told you. This way of life, this way of viewing life. The reason being is because we are living in a time where our feelings are so dominant and imply and are connected to how we live our lives. We have to be stimulated to a certain emotional status in order to be great. I have to feel great. I have to look great. I have to be great. There are contingencies on my personal excellence. And the problem with that, which is antithetical to what I told you, what I feel has no impact on what I do, is because feelings change, emotions change. All of the stuff that you need to do to become the person that you want to become, most of the percentage of the time, you're not going to feel like doing those things. And this is why most people don't become who they want to become, because their feelings are in the way. Their feelings become their own God. Their feelings become their own slave master. So we become these individuals who live aimlessly through life, getting lucky enough that when we feel good, we do good. Life shouldn't work like that, not for you. My feelings don't impact what I do, which means what? All the stuff in your life that's important, that will manifest the life that you want, is going to come at the sacrifice of you doing stuff that you don't feel like doing. When I get up in the morning and it's time to get the workout in, most of the time I don't feel like going, but guess what? It's at those moments that you have those non-negotiable agreements to where you don't sit around saying, am I going? I'm just going. And it has nothing to do with how I feel. Why? Because I have an understanding. I made an agreement with myself that me doing this religiously with discipline and consistency is necessary to be who I say I want to be. We want to be financially independent. We want to be financially free. Yeah, but I really want those shoes. Yeah, I really want that coat. I really want that car. I got the old Benz. I really like that new one. It's at that moment when you can't sit up there and be in your feelings that you have to do what you don't feel like doing. You got to ride that old Benz 2 or 3 more years. You got to go to the closet and get your old clothes and make that stuff look new. You got to keep on wearing them shoes. Maybe take them to the shoemaker, let them dust it up, buff it out, and you rock on. Because how I feel isn't connected to what I do. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people in life want a certain relationship. Oh, I want to be happy. But what happens is you date the low-hanging fruit. You know what the low-hanging fruit is? The stuff that comes easy, the stuff that you don't have to wait on. So what happens is you get so consumed with the low-hanging fruit, the dudes that's just there, that's catcalling you, the girls that's around. Instead of waiting on what you want, you get too caught up in your feelings because, oh, it's here. Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's convenient. Oh, he's after me. But he may not be who you say you want. She may not be who you claim that you want. So what happens is we get so caught up in our feelings that we don't manifest the life that we want. Some nights you just need to be by yourself. Some seasons you just got to be solo. Some Valentine's, you're just going to have to take yourself out or make it a Netflix night. Some pericopes of time, you may have to be by yourself until the time is right. And see, when you take that mantra, it'll take you a long way. You know, how I feel doesn't impact what I do. All right. Most folks aren't successful because they don't live that. Most people have crappy relationships because, you know, they didn't sit and wait, you know, for God to move and to manifest that person, to show them and for them to work on themselves. It was too, most people look the way they do because we're too caught up in our feelings. We're in our emotions, we want to eat. We're happy, we want to eat. You know, I don't want it. So then what happens is those actions shape your life. You see, the successful person is the person who has to have a calcified mind, a calloused mind, that when emotions rise, they don't stimulate me. Why? Because what I feel doesn't impact what I do.